life into something that you can never own.
Hello Capricorn, here is your reading for about January 29th through about February 4th. These are general, take what works, and what doesn't work just doesn't work for you. But if you find this reading at a later date, maybe there's something in it for you. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. I need 3 cards for my Capricorns. And 2 more cards. And 1 more card. And I need what is challenging my Capricorns. And what is your recommendations for my Capricorns? In your recent past position, you have the Knight of Pentacles. In your current energy, you have the 2 of Wands. In your near future position, you have the 6 of Pentacles. What is challenging you for the week is the Queen of Swords reversed, and what your recommendations are is the Page of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles indicates that you've been working diligently on something. He is the type that he's willing to do the everyday mundane activities to eventually reach a larger goal. So he's very stable. He's slow moving. He's not about like the glitz and the glam. He understands that he needs to do certain tasks every single day, even if he doesn't really like doing them or if they're boring. But he understands that those are necessary because they will add up in the long run for a specific goal. So you've definitely been working towards something, and it's been maybe slow moving, but you're making progress. Now, the 2 of Wands indicates that you kind of have 2 paths opening up to you, or you're starting to try to troubleshoot or think about a new way forward. What decision are you going to make? What path are you going to take? But it's kind of about forward thinking and planning. You're in like a forward thinking and planning phase. Now, the 6 of Pentacles in your near future indicates that you'll be sharing maybe your resources or your time with others, or you could be receiving resources or time for others. It's all about kind of balancing your energies out, giving and receiving, but not giving too much of yourself. But what challenges you for the week is the Queen of Swords reversed. So I wonder if with this 2 of Wands, with this new kind of planning phase or trying to figure out the next steps, I wonder if this is suggesting to you not to come off as very cold-hearted to those around you. Sometimes when she's in the reverse, she's not as logical as she is when she's upright. She could be kind of getting overrun by her emotions. So whatever you're doing, whatever decisions you're making here, there could be something that's super tied to your like emotions. So, but I think you need to remember not to kind of be cold-hearted to others. Just stay logical. Don't get kind of swayed easy, because she in the reverse, she can get kind of swayed easily and not think clearly. So I think that's definitely what's challenging you this week. But with the 2 of Wands, to me, this is saying, because the Queen of Swords is here and the Page of Cups, this is saying that whatever this decisions you're making or you're thinking about, this is something that's really tied to something hits you in the feels, in a sense, something you're emotionally tied. So this could be a relationship, or it could be friendships, or some situation that you've really invested a lot of time and your energy and care for. Now, the Page of Cups is what's recommended for you, and this is indicating that you need to just remain having an open heart. He has an open heart. He's focusing on a dream. So stay open to things and people. Focus on your dreams. That's what he is. He focuses on his dream. He wants to explore more. Eventually he feels that he could have the life he wants. So I think this is reminding you, though, even if you're being swayed a little bit by emotions or other people, or if you're coming off a little bit cold, just stay true to yourself. Focus on what you really, really want, or what's the best for you. And then in the near future with the Six of Pentacles, this indicates, I think you'll be giving and receiving your resources or your time better. You're sharing your resources or yourself with people around you a little bit better, or more balanced, I should say, because maybe there's a little bit some type of unbalanced situation happening currently, and it's causing you, this kind of Queen of Swords, to kind of be a little standoffish or a little bit clouded in your head. Now, let's see what else we get for you. One card for my Capricorns. Okay, so we have Pig Spirit. Use your mind wisely. And I need Selenite, clear the clutter. I think it was this one. It came. Coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendships. And chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Okay, so I think with the Pig Spirit, with the use your mind wisely, this is definitely going with this Queen of Swords in reverse energy, because she's very smart and logical when she's in the upright, but when she's in reverse, she's not very clear. She's not very, she's not using her minds correctly. You know, her emotions are kind of overrunning her as well, or she could be very cold and standoffish. So I think this is just saying that if you're kind of experiencing this with whatever decision you're trying to make, just try to be as, I don't want to say as logical as possible, but just if you know you're making decisions out of emotions, just take a minute before you make a final decision, in a sense, or just recognize that in the moment that this is coming more for like an emotional standpoint versus, you know, what is really best for you, or a logical standpoint. So Selenite, clear the clutter. And I think this is saying that either you need to be kind of, because the Queen of Swords, she also represents, she doesn't put up with bullshit. Like, she's not putting up with anybody's BS. She's caring, but she's caring in her own way. But if she thinks that you're, you know, messing around or something, she's going to let you know. She's not putting up with it. And she's willing to cut people out if she needs to. So I wonder, because she's in the reverse here, I wonder if some of this, and then because the Six of Pentacles here is as well, I wonder if some of you are kind of putting up with certain people or situations that aren't very good for you, and you're starting to, you might have been putting slow work into the situation, but now you might be realizing that, you know, it might not be worth it anymore. You have to re-navigate yourself forward. And she's saying that you might be blocking yourself from doing that, because I think this is, whatever this is, I think it's kind of very emotionally tied to you. But then the Six of Pentacles in the future, if you kind of watch yourself with the Queen of Swords in reverse, kind of watch your emotions, watch that you're not coming off cold to people that you don't need to be coming off cold to, or however, and just stay true to yourself, focus on your dreams or what you really want. I think eventually you're going to have a nice balanced harmony with other people, in a sense. So I think this clear the clutter is really kind of the clutter within your own mind. Coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. And I kind of feel like that you are kind of feeling uplifted, or you're about to start feeling uplifted. Maybe there's somebody you can talk to if you're not entirely sure with the Two of Wands what direction is best, or you're kind of thinking out loud, or maybe there's somebody you could just think out loud with, you know, you can just kind of talk to them and be like, I don't know what to do next. This is one option, or this is another thing, or maybe I should do this. So maybe there's somebody that can be your little sounding board. And even if sometimes we say it out loud, we're actually hearing it ourselves. And then it helps us kind of either figure out some of the details, or it just helps us evaluate it in a different way as well. So maybe there's somebody that you could have coffee with or see that could kind of help you navigate the situation a little bit. And then chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. And I think that's really going with the Page of Cups, because this is what's recommended for you. And I think this is saying that you need to just stay true to yourself. Stay true to the things that you really, really wanted. And this could even indicate with the Six of Pentacles, moving forward, you might be surrounded by people that are beneficial in some way or a little bit better, or situations that could be beneficial, because this could represent a situation as well, because this is about kind of giving and receiving, but it's kind of keeping it balanced. Like, so if somebody's taking too much of your time, or if it's a toxic situation in the future, I think if you are able to kind of restructure yourself a little bit or move in a new direction a little bit, or deal with things a little bit more effectively, I think you'll be in a better position to have things a little bit more balanced, a little healthier for yourself. So, okay, let's see what quote we get for you guys. One quote. Okay, let's take these three. Be a sunflower, stand tall, and find the sunlight on the darkest days. If you don't start thinking outside the box, it might eventually become your coffin, and you can't recycle wasted time. Now, so the sunflower, this is just saying that you need to, even if you're feeling a little clouded, a little unsure of what to do next, and if you're going through kind of a little bit of a rough patch, just stand tall. You will get through it. Just have confidence in yourself that you will somehow navigate this through, and you'll be just fine. If you don't start thinking outside the box, it might eventually become your coffin. Now, I think that thinking outside the box a little bit is coming with the Two of Wands here. And even with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, he, to me, is a little bit of a dreamer. He's a little bit also the outside the box thinker, because he has these ideas and these dreams, and they're not necessarily based in reality, but he still has them. So I think with the Page of Cups and then the Two of Wands, because the Two of Wands, to me, the wands are about action. And to me, they kind of represent like trial and error, because anytime you take action on something, you're trying it out. You're seeing if it actually works. So I think you need to kind of come with this little dreaming, try to figure something out in a different way, and then give it a go and see if it actually works, because that's kind of outside the box thinking. Because maybe something that you've been doing, because the Knight of Pentacles, to me, he's very inside the box. He's a very inside the box kind of person. He's very logical, or he's very practical. You know, he's very this is how you do. You wake up at this time every day. You do this first. You do this second. You do this third. Like, he's very routine orientated. And that's not a bad thing, because he's eventually going to get to where he needs, because he's willing to put in the work, and he understands the little steps that need to be done to get to the end goal. But I think sometimes we need to, in certain situations, or when it's time to shift gears in a way, we have to come a little bit different. So I think this is saying that if you're doing the same thing you've always been doing, and if you expect it to change, you're crazy. It's not going to change. It's going to stay the same, or it's going to get worse. It's not getting better. I think you need to kind of come at something a little different, try something new, and see how it goes. Okay, and then you can't recycle wasted time. And this is another card saying that, like, if you're doing the same thing over and over again, and it's not been good, it's not really been beneficial to you, and you're expecting it to eventually change or become good or beneficial, you might just be wasting time. You'll know for yourself. So, but I think this is indicating that you need to really stay true to your own heart and stay true to what you really want out of your life. So let's see what Spirit of the Dish we get for you, my Capricorns, with Spirit of the Dish. And you have the Dane, which is the spirit of the Danish. Okay, and for dinner and a movie, you have horror movies and Chinese food. And you have, let me just get myself organized a little bit. You have Pisces energy. This could be somebody you're dealing with, or someone you need to kind of tap into, like energy you need to tap into or be aware of. So you have Pisces, and this is about vision, creativity, and illusion. And I kind of feel like, because the Page of Cups is very creative energy as well. But sometimes you might have to kind of, the Queen of Swords, to me, I would see when she's in reverse, she's a little bit prone to illusions as well. So I think this is saying that you either have to remember what your vision for your life is, maybe be a little creative with it, but just be aware of any illusions or things that you're trying to tell yourself that is really an illusion and it's not really, I don't say based in reality, but it's not really good for you. Leo energy, ego, individuality, and confidence. And I think you just need to be confident in yourself. Like, you'll be okay. You have Venus here, which represents love, money, powers of attraction, and Mars, which is all about kind of energy, initiative, and it could be a little bit about temper. So with the Queen of Swords in reverse, you might need to just watch, maybe watch your temper. Watch just kind of, in a way, how you're treating people this week. You have the 4th house, which represents the home, intuition, parenting, and children. And then you have the 9th house, which represents higher education, growth, expansion, religion, and philosophy. And then we have U, Y, A, J, A, L, F, D, S, and you have 8. And you have desire. And I think this is just going with the Page of Cups, that you need to kind of really see what you want. What do you want in life, Capricorns? What do you want out of the situation? Are you getting what you want out of the situation? Is it working? Is it what you desire? So we're here not for a very long time. And I feel like the older I get, the quicker the years go. So you have to just focus on what do you really want, Are you making the life that you want to live? Are you living the life you want to live, I should say? Okay, so let's see. Let's get a little charmy guy for you. And we have, this is the moon and the stars. So to me, this one says, what do they say? Shoot for the stars, but if you land on the moon or wind up on the moon, it's still good. So I think this is just saying kind of, what is your dreams? Are you staying true to what you want? Are you staying true to your dreams? And maybe this is saying dream big. If there's something new you want to try, dream big. Is there some kind of goal that you've always wanted to have that now may be the time that you can kind of go after it, but it's going to require planning. It's going to require really like a set of steps and figuring it out a little bit more. Is there something, what is it that you want? Because to me, this is all about kind of dreams, desires, kind of going for something big, shooting for something big, and acknowledging like what is it you truly want. Okay, so now it is time. Think of your question, and here we go. Oh, mystical, magical 8-ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the world. What is the answer to Capricorn's question? It says, reply hazy, try again. Okay, Capricorns, we gotta dig real deep here. We gotta really focus here, Capricorns, really focus. Now here we go. Oh, mystical, magical 8-ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the universe. What is the answer to Capricorn's question? It says, it is decidedly so. The 8-ball has spoken. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.